Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. This is my website. It's called savewithcrypto.org. It's .org, not .com. Okay. Now I was just looking at this article I did the other week, last week in fact, called "Why is Gary Stevenson Anti-Crypto?" And I noticed I've got a comment from Sean here. Okay. Now, Sean probably isn't watching us. You'll see why in a moment. But Sean said, just wanted to say that comments I have made on your YouTube channel since probably before Christmas have not shown up in your comment section. To be honest, it pissed me off as spam seemed to be permitted, but my non-spam comments were not showing. Anyways, I unsubscribed from your channel because of it, and now only check your channel periodically using YouTube search. Okay, so I replied this morning saying, fair enough, for your information, I have the YouTube spam filter set to off, so most comments should get through. Now, what that means is a lot of the spam gets through as well, unfortunately. But to be honest, it seems to make no difference. Even if you put the filter on, the spam still gets through. Anyway, I said YouTube has its own set of rules, though, so it will automatically remove hate, racism, suicide, scam, etc. There is nothing I can do to stop this happening. I did say thanks for leaving a comment here, though. It's a shame you unsubscribed. But that's how YouTube is, unfortunately. So just for the record, I don't ever delete comments. In fact, I don't even delete the spam anymore because it just seems to make it worse. So it's not a lot of point really. But the way YouTube is, if you kind of use abusive language or you do talk about things that are illegal or threaten someone's well-being, then YouTube has its own set of rules, like I say, to filter them out. But don't let that stop you leaving a comment. Occasionally, one will end up in the held section within YouTube, and I can actually see it, and then I can allow it. And in most circumstances, I do, because it's normally like a genuine comment. But there are comments that YouTube just deletes and that's it. I just never even see them. So I guess that's what Sean was doing. Say if he was like pro Gary, then I guess he was probably being a bit abusive to me. I'm not sure, maybe. But maybe that sort of language, YouTube didn't allow. I don't mind people being abusive to me. That's fine, particularly if I've got something to say, then please feel free to argue with me. That's absolutely fine. But YouTube might not always allow it. Anyway, enough of that. What I wanted to talk about was a comment that did get through, and I'll show you that. Okay, now this was actually on a video that I made nearly a year ago called I Got My Bitget Visa Card and I Bought a Round of Drinks with Crypto. Was it a good or bad experience? And the comment here was from Sajitadin. And he was talking about the way the actual Bitget card works. And so he was saying you basically just trade your Bitcoin in Bitget to USDT to top up the card. I must say that is the way the Bitget card works. You need USDT to spend it there. So you can't directly spend Bitcoin. It looks to me like we will have that in the future. And in fact, it does have this bit here where it's got payment priority. Deductions are applied in order from top to bottom. Unchecked items will be excluded. But if you click that, that's the only option you've got is USDT. Now, that's been like that for over a year. So I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. And consequently, you can see that the round of drinks that I bought was on the 11th of April last year. And then I used my card once in June to pay my internet bill, and that's the last time I used my card. Partly because I don't really want to spend USDT, and partly because there's no cashback incentive for using that card. But nevertheless, I do like Bitget as an exchange, so if you want to use Bitget as a crypto exchange, then please do use my link, savewithcrypto.org/Bitget, and you can get up to a $30,000 trading bonus when you sign up, which is rather nice, isn't it? Now, the other thing that Sajitadin said is, by the way, if I trade my Bitcoin to 15,000 USDT, I'm not sure what that means exactly, but I think I can get VIP too. Right, mate. Not exactly. I'll show you what you need to do. So at the moment, I actually am not a VIP, and that's because I haven't been using Bitget that much. I've been tending to use Bitunix and ByBit. So you can see here with the basic VIP level, you can withdraw up to 3 million a day, which I think is adequate for most people. If you want the VIP one, where you get reduced fees and you can apply for the card and all that sort of thing, you need a daily balance greater than $30,000, or you need a 30-day spot trade volume of $500,000. Okay, that means you have to actually buy and sell a hell of a lot of crypto to get there. You can also have a 30-day asset balance of $30,000. So it's not 15,000, it's 30,000. So I think that's what he was talking about there. So it's actually 30,000 rather than 15,000. However, what you can do if you trade futures like what I do, if you have a 30-day futures trading volume greater than $5 million, then you can be VIP 1. That sounds incredibly difficult to achieve, but it's actually not. If you've got a few $1,000s there and you do a few trades a week on something like 10x leverage, you'll get to 5 million in no time at all, and then you can be VIP 1. Alternatively, you can have greater than $30,000 asset balance, or you can have 5,000 BGB. Now, I think BGB is a pretty cool altcoin to have anyway, so that might be an option for you as well if you want to get the VIP status. Now, if you've got much less money or you just want to get the VIP status more easily, do consider Bitunix. I mean, there's no card to have, well, not at the moment anyway, but I mean, I've got this account here. This has got $1,400 in it, and I believe, I am VIP 1 status. And that is because to get VIP 1, which is the cheaper fees, everything like that, dedicated support, etc., you need a balance of more than $1,000, which is really easy, isn't it, of course? And that gets you much cheaper fees. Alternatively, you get that with the trading volume of 1 million, which is easy to do as well. So, so if you want to get a VIP status, do consider Bitunix. At the moment, we've got an offer going on there as well. If you use my link and you go to savewith.crypto.org/Bitunix, and basically if your trading volume is greater than $5,000 a day, that is ridiculously easy to achieve. Do that continuously for 5 days, you get $20, 14 days, you get $50, and 21 days, you get $100. So there's some money for free if you go to savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix. Okay, so at the moment, Bitcoin seems to be sort of coming down in price here. Looks to me like we're kind of stuck in this range here for the time being, sort of that area there. So I think we probably dip down a little bit towards 80k, maybe into the sort of 70s as well. But I'm just taking small trades, just scalping up and down, really. Shorting and longing as I see fit, really. But if you want to know more about that, please do join the free Telegram group and let's have a discussion over there. Okay, so if you've liked what you've seen so far today, then please do give the video a like and make sure you are subscribed and you've got the notifications set on all. You can find all the links to exchanges that I use here on my site, savewithcrypto.org. It's .org, not .com. And the best offers are from ByBit and Bitget, where you get up to $30,000 sign-up bonuses. You also get other bonuses as well from Blofin and Bitunix. And I've got up to 8,800 with Phemex. There's some other exchanges here, like Hotcoin and Weeks, that I don't particularly use, to be honest. But they're there anyway, and that will get you free stuff if you use those links. Okay, any questions, leave in the comments down below. And do give the video a big fat like. And above all, tell your friends.
Save with Crypto has to be one of the best YouTube channels that the United States has ever seen. Kamala Harris is not a subscriber, but I am. I have notifications set to all as well. I'd strongly suggest you subscribe to Save with Crypto today. Above all, you should tell your friends.
Save with Crypto is not a financial advisor. He just makes ice cream on the internet. If you cannot find someone to do your own research, you must do it yourself, just like I did not.